morning, class.
Morning.
How are you today?
I'm
fine.
fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm pretty well, thank you. So, before we start the class, let me check your attendance class first. So, Nimade Asrini, is it present?
Yes, Miss.
And Nimade Kasyani, is it present?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so before we start the class, let we pray together. So, pray start and finish. So, like I told you last week, so for today we will learn about the procedure text. So have you heard before about the procedure text?
Not Miss.
No? Okay, so the procedure text is that is designed to describe how the something is achieved through a sequence of actions or steps. So if you want to make a fried rice, for example, and you didn't know how to receive and you didn't know how to cook it, of course you will watch on YouTube and you will search the recipe on Google. Alright, so that's the name of the procedure text. And the structure of the procedure text is the first text that have explain how to use instruction or guide. For example, how to use video, computer, and for example, yesterday you bought a new computer and you didn't know how to turn on the computer. So you will search on Google how to turn on the computer. Like, oh, this is the step by step how to turn on the computer. So you will practice it on, yeah, you find it. And the second is the show how to perform certain activity. Example, rules, play games, scientific experiments, and road safety rules. So I will take the example of road safety rules. And when you drive a car, the important thing you need to use is your safety belt first, and you have to have and you need to have drive license. And same if you drive a car, motorbike, you need use helmet first, and you need to have drive license for the motorbike. And the third, text-related behavior among humans. For example, current way of life and how to be successful. And I will take example of how to be successful. For example, if you want to be success in the future, maybe the step you have to learn is the first you have wake up early in the morning, and the second you need to make a big more circle about your friends, like that. Did you get the point?
Yes, Miss.
I understand.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. And let's move to the social function. So the social function, who wants to read this one for me? Maybe you? Okay, can you read it, the social function?
Social function. To tell the reader how to or make something.
Okay, how to do or to make something. Like I told you before, maybe you want to turn on the computer, you didn't know how to use it, and you want to make fried rice, maybe for example, and you didn't know how to cook it. Of course, you will search on YouTube how to make it, how to turn it. Yeah. And sometimes the information is present in a logical sequence of events, which is broken up into the small sequence step. So it means that broken up into the small sequence step. Maybe the first one, if you want to make fried rice, the first cut the vegetables, and the second wash the vegetables, and the third maybe you can chop the garlic. So sequence small steps, like a small step, like the first what you need to do, and the second what you need to do, and the third what you need to do, like that. Get it?
Yes, get it, Miss.
Yeah. So have you do the procedure text before? Yeah. For example, you didn't know how to cooking something. Have you search on YouTube how to the recipe of that? Yeah.
Yes, Miss.
Yeah. So let's move to the generic structure. So the first, an introductory statement that gives the aim or goal. So it means that, so I will take example of the how to make cheese omelette. So the aim or the goal of the how to make cheese omelette is how you can make the cheese omelette. And the second is a list of the materials that will be need to complete the procedure. So that example like ingredients, what you need when you want to make cheese omelette. So can you guess what kind of ingredients we need when we want to make cheese omelette? So of course we need egg, cheese, and oil, right? So that's the name of the list of the material that will be need to complete the procedure. And the third is a sequence of steps in the order they need to be done. So a sequence step here, it means that the method, the how the step by step, like the first maybe you can crack the egg first, and then the third maybe you can mix with salt and pepper like that. Did you get the point?
Yes, Miss.
Really?
Yes.
Can I move to the next slide? Next slide.
Okay.
So here I have some example how to make cheese omelette. So can you guess what the aim of goal of this one? So the goal is how to make cheese omelette. So this is the kind of recipe when you want to make a cheese omelette. And what is the second thing we need to do is
Ingredients.
right the ingredients. The ingredients. So who wants to read the ingredients for me? Maybe you want to read the ingredients.
Okay, Miss. The ingredient is 2 eggs, and then olive oil, and then cheddar cheese, and salt and pepper.
Okay, correct. So the ingredients is like I told you before, is the list of the material of the procedure. And the third is the method. So the method is a language element. So the first, crack the egg into a mixing bowl and season with a pinch of sea salt and black pepper. Then beat well with a fork until fully combined. And the second is grate the cheese onto a board and set aside. And the third, tilt the pan to spread them, or evenly using a fork to swirl the eggs around the pan a little. And then next, when the omelette begins to cook and firm up, but still has a little raw eggs on top, sprinkle over the cheese. And then finally, using a spatula is around the edge of the omelette. Then fold it over in a half. And finally, this is with a tomato salad, a wholemeal bread. So for now, I want to told you to make your own procedure text. So I will give you time around 10 minutes. Is it enough for you to make procedure text?
Yes.
Only the simple procedure text. Maybe you can how to make a tea or instant noodle. It can be here. Is it enough for you 10 minutes or do I need to 15 minutes maybe?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. So the time is yours. So you can make it. guys? Finish?
Finish.
Okay. So, can you tell in front of the class and tell your teacher and your friend about your own work? Will you? Yeah?
Yes, I will.
Yeah. So, who wants to go first? Then I will give you the activity class for today. Can I borrow the pen, please? Thank you.
Okay, I'm first.
Okay. Who is your name?
Asrin.
Okay. So, Asrini. Okay, let's start. Yeah. Can you tell about the generic structure first, maybe? What is the goal of your procedure text? What is the purpose of your procedure text?
The purpose is how to make coffee milk.
Coffee milk. Okay, great. And what is the list of the material that you need to complete your procedure?
We need to 1 teaspoon of coffee powder,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1 spoon of cream milk,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1 teaspoon sugar,
Mm-hmm.
and then a cup of water.
Okay, so maybe you need utensil, right?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me what kind of utensil you use?
Teaspoon and cup.
Only two kind.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, can you tell about the third point? So, a sequence of step in the order they you need to done your procedure text. The method.
Okay. First, take the coffee powder and sugar and cream milk into the cup. Second, heat a cup of water. And then third, after that, pour the boiled water into the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Then stir it. Just that.
Is that? So you make the hot coffee.
Yes.
Oh, really? I think that's the first. That's the iced coffee. Okay.
No, miss, no.
Okay, thank you for your activity. And let's move to the another students. And how about you? Can you tell me about your procedure text? But can you tell me the generic structure? What is the point number 1? What is the aim or goal? What the purpose you make? What you make? What did you make?
How to make fried rice?
Fried rice.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so can you tell me about a list of the material that you need to complete your procedure? Maybe your ingredients, maybe. Can you tell me about your ingredients?
Ingredients number 1 plate of white rice,
Mm-hmm.
2 eggs, salt, onion, garlic, pepper, chili, oil, tomato sauce.
No, great. So, do you need the cooking utensils when you make the fried rice? You need the utensils.
Yes, utensil number 1 frying pan, number 2 stove, sponge, fiber, plate.
Mm-hmm. And can you tell me the point number 3 is a sequence of steps? What kind of steps you need when you want to make a fried rice? The method.
The methods number 1 prepare a frying pan and pour the cooking oil. Number 2 put the onion, garlic and chives. Number 3 stir oil the material until fragrant. Number 4 put the eggs to scale. Number 5 put the rice and seasoning with tomato sauce, salt and pepper. Number 6 after plate service into the plate.
Oh, really? Is it? That's so short and simple, right? So, when we talk about the fried rice, So the important thing we need is the rice. And how it's same with you when you what did you make it?
How to make coffee milk?
Coffee milk.
Yes.
So the important thing we need is coffee.
Yes.
Coffee powder, okay? So until here, did you get the point of the procedure text?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Do you understand?
Yes, understood.
So let's make to the conclusion. So who knows the conclusion of the procedure text? Who knows the conclusion? What kind of we learned today?
Me, Miss.
Okay.
Okay, the conclusion is procedure text is a design to describe how to something achieve through a sequence of action verbs.
Oh, great! We get the main points of today. So the conclusion is procedure text is a text that is designed to describe how something is achieved through a sequence of action or steps. And remember, a well-written procedure text that has 5 elements. So the one of the element procedure text it will not be complete if the 5 elements are imperative, such as the simple present tense, action verb, connective of sequence, and numbering. So the simple present tense and action verb. So the action verb is like a you like a can I borrow this one? So the action verb is here like a still all the material until fragrant and put the eggs and scramble it. And the sequence is like this one. The method is the first what you need to do and the second what you need to do and the third what you need to do. And numbering. And numbering here you can use like a first you can prepare a frying pan and the second put the onion and the third steal all the material and then put the egg and scramble and finally after that serve into the plate. So any questions for today?
No, Miss.
Really?
Really?
So did you really get the point today?
Yes.
Okay. So if you don't have a question about our discuss today, and for the next meeting, I want you guys to find a procedure text by your own self at home. Maybe you can search on YouTube, Google, newspaper, or the magazine. So what kind of thing you can find of the procedure text. And next meeting, we will discuss it. Tell in front of the class, tell your friend and your teacher. So, thank you for today, guys. And I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.